Hello and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. You're watching Playing with Fyra, this is Fyra, and in the last episode we finished the Fire Temple. In this episode we're going to do a little bit of cleanup around Death Mountain Crater and around Goron City, and then we're going to head straight on to the next place, which is eventually the Water Temple, but there's one little stop we need to make before then. There is something we can do now that we have the Megaton Hammer, and that is anytime we see a black rock like this, we can break it. We've got a hidden grotto here with Deku Scrubs, which probably don't have anything that we need, but we can check it out anyway. Deku Nuts. No thank you. I forgot that B is actually confirmed in this game. We do have a Deku Shield. Come on. Alright, what do you have? Bombs. We do not need bombs. Well, that didn't do very much for us. But it did show us our new ability with the hammer. There's something much more important, though. Where is it? We can't... I know how to get that heart piece, by the way. I'm just not going to be able to get it right this second. What am I looking for? Here we go. First of all, I don't think there's anything here. No. But there is something important back here behind these rocks. We've got ourselves another Great Fairies Fountain. So far, the fairy abilities we've gotten have been Din's Fire and Faror's Wind. Let's see what this one has for us. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. I'm going to enhance your magic power. Receive it now. Your magic meter is enhanced. We now have double magic power. Your magic power has been enhanced. Now you have twice as much magic power. Could have used that in the last dungeon. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Could have used this fairy fountain for multiple reasons in the last dungeon. That's okay, but now you can see our magic meter is as long as the heart meter. What do you say we get ourselves out of here? Oh, not this way. me and my getting turned around. Oh, I guess that's a shortcut back. Right, and this is going to be a shortcut to the top of the mountain, which I don't remember. There's something that happens at the top of Goron's mountain. I don't remember if it happens when you're a child or when you're an adult. Well, let's go find out. Oh, no, it's definitely when you're a child. Never mind. It's the owl. The owl can wait for you here. Let's go back down to the Goron City. Actually, I probably should have just tried to exit. Well, never mind. We're here now. You might remember that in the Goron City there was a big room with lots of chests and lots of boulders, and we could break some of them, but some of them we could not. Now we have everything we need to break open anything breakable in the game. Well, mostly. Yeah, we do have everything we need that could possibly break anything. Also, I honestly can't remember if I showed this off. I don't think no, I definitely did. Never mind. Song of Storm's Grotto. Because I remember the whole thing about with the rumbling, and then I had to go back and, I forgot that I had it. Okay, we've seen that. I'm gonna try to only be a little silly. So let's see. There was also that lava chamber in here. I can't remember if I decided if I could do that or not. This is what happens when you have time between episodes of something. I'll find it. It's funny, this is the place that you think you would have the least ability, that's the Lost Woods, the least ability to get lost in because it's just a circle. And yet, I get myself terribly lost in here. Basically, if you can get lost, I do. I think this just leads down to the ground floor, but let's see. Yeah, I don't think this floor is where we need to be. Yeah. Getting myself lost in every possible way. I seriously don't know where I'd be without GPS. My friends have just, like, there was a time before GPS, my friends just figured out that if I didn't have exact directions to where I was going, I was just going to be late. There was no way around it. I'd leave early, I'd leave myself plenty of time, and I just couldn't find anything. The amount of times I was like an hour late to something because I would like have to go and ask directions and I still couldn't find it. It was terribly embarrassing. And it was really frustrating and occasionally scary. Yeah, I don't have what I need for... Oh, unless I do. Have I learned my lesson here? Also, I remembered the Song of Time between episodes. Okay, yeah, this is a Song of Time area. I don't even think this is the Master Quest thing. I think you can do this in the original game as well. So can I do this now, or do I still need... I still might not be able to do this. Is there another block? I don't know what happens if you fall into lava here. Alright, so we still can't do this. Oh well. Just checking one more time for... Yeah, no, we still can't do that. Alright, we'll be able to do that soon. Where's that darn treasure chest room? Suppose I could look at the map. This leads to Big Goron. Or the guy, yeah, that guy. We don't need another giant's knife. We can't afford it anyway. Might actually not be a bad time. Oh, I think this might be it. No, this is the... We were just here. This is the lava room, right? No. Oh my gosh. I was saying this might actually be a decent time to go back to being Child Link and finishing the mask quest. In fact, I think it's a very good time to do that. Oh, is this it? Oh no, this is just... Oh my gosh. I promise you I'll find it eventually. It's around. I'm gonna cut to when I find it. You know what? I don't even think I'm gonna cut that out. I'll just show you so you can see how I got to it. I just didn't go far enough in the beginning. Actually, now that I'm looking, I don't think I showed this off. Yeah, no, I didn't come in here at all. Because I was waiting till I got the Megaton hammer. Oops. I guess I spoiled the place. Shall I start the episode over? No, that's not worth it. But yeah, any of these light-colored rocks you can blow up with bombs. It's easier to use the Megaton hammer and you don't use up resources, but also you can't blow up the red rocks with bombs. You have to use the hammer. Ooh, huge rupee worth 200 rupees. Never mind about going back to being Child Link. Let's see. There's more stuff in here. I usually like to go through... Oh, no, we did come in here. Yeah, we came in here, it just respawned the rocks. Okay, never mind then. Is there anything else in here? No, it doesn't look like it. I'm trying to think, I might actually buy another giant's knife, because quite frankly, there's like little to no use for money once you've bought like a couple of things that we already have. And it's you can just use it to take out a couple big enemies or just like ram it into a boss or something. So I think I am going to go buy another one. Not only is money not super useful, but it is super abundant. Like, we could go right now and fill up our wallet completely. And then towards the end of the game, we could do that again. So I'm never, ever going to be hurting for money. Unless, I guess, unless I want to go buy another potion somewhere. But I don't feel like I need that. I already have potions, and I don't know. The point is, I'm going to go buy another giant's knife. It's not something that I see people use all that often. I think people really discount the giant's knife because it breaks and it's not super duper useful, but like I said, it's just, it can be nice. And there's kind of no reason not to. And now I'm going to get totally lost trying to find the guy who sells it. Because why wouldn't I get horribly lost? And this, my friends, is why you are never going to see me do a Let's Play of Metroid Prime. Because everything you're seeing here, just imagine that in every single circular room in that game. Alright, it looks like there's a problem with its durability, but still, how about buying this knife for 200 rupees? Yeah, why not? You've got the giant's knife. Alright, where to next? We are going to head out to... Where's the stairs back up? Oh my gosh, you guys. We are going to head to Zora's Domain next. While we're on our way, we can talk about question of the day. If you guys don't feel like engaging with a question of the day every video, I really don't mind. But I have found that it actually is helpful to get me talking a little bit. And I'm kind of keeping it light for now, but I'm hoping that as we go on and I, practice a little bit more and think of some more interesting questions, maybe look up some more interesting questions, it'll be sort of a jumping off point for me to talk about more and more interesting things. But I really have been finding it helpful for, at least in little bits or moments of when nothing's happening and I have some dead air to fill. It's really been helping me find things to say. So I'm gonna destroy all these rocks. I don't know if there's anything under them, but we'll find out. And while we're finding out, question of the day today is, what have you been drinking today? It's good to stay hydrated. My usual drink of choice is grapefruit seltzer. I really don't like seltzer at all unless it's grapefruit flavored. I've sort of been getting into lime flavored lately, but I'm very particular about like what kind it is. But today I have been drinking some passion fruit juice, and yesterday I drank some fresh pineapple juice, fresh blended pineapple juice. I was at a restaurant, and they literally blended it up right in front of me. Just put some pineapple and a little sugar and some water in a blender and just blended it up, and it was frothy and delicious and wonderful. The passion fruit juice came out of a plastic jug from the grocery store, but wherever they're getting it from, I need to find out where I can get some, because I love it. Pineapple and passion fruit are basically the only raw fruits I can have, which means they're the only fruits that have juice that I can have, because I'm allergic to everything else. Good old oral allergy syndrome. So yeah, I'm trying to get more into the fruits that I can have. The problem with pineapple is that it's very acidic, and it rips holes in my face. So I try not to eat too much of that. I ate too much pineapple once. I was in Japan, and the pineapple in Japan is really good. It's really fresh. It's really nice, but it's very strong. I think the chemical in pineapple that is like the big acid is called like theobromide or something. And I don't know, I guess the variety that they have in Japan is just full of theobromide. But I had some for breakfast every day for a couple days. And on the third day, my mouth started bleeding. So I've been very careful with pineapple ever since then. But one of the only other fruits that I've found that I don't have any sort of allergic reaction to is passion fruit. It's definitely out of season right now, but you can get any type of juice at any point, basically. So I want to see if I can find some passion fruit juice. If the restaurant got it, they must be getting it from somewhere. Oh, you know what? I've probably been down here. Oh well, we're checking it out anyway. It's just a fairy fountain. Do we need a fairy? I think I do. Yeah, I'm not necessarily trying to get super into juice, because juice is not good for you. It's basically like soda. It might have some of the vitamins of juice, but it's not healthy like fruit. But, I don't know, when you've been unable to have fresh fruit for like over a decade, sometimes you just want to taste something that tastes fresh. But yeah, if anybody was under the impression that juice is healthy, it is very much not. It has basically as much sugar as a Coke. I've never quite understood, well, I understand, it's a marketing thing, but I've never really understood why, particularly in America, I don't know about other countries, but juice is marketed as like so healthy for kids and get your kids to drink juice. It is not. Just eat fruit. Well, that went on a wild tangent. I think the reason I realized as it was happening, the reason I hadn't been in that grotto before was this plant is new, because I don't think we've been to Zora's Fountain or Zora's Domain as an adult yet. Whoa. Oh no, I was gonna say I probably should have stayed on that, but I think we're okay. I just happened to go the wrong way last time. What else is new? You can see some particles in the air that perhaps don't look exactly like how you're thinking. It almost looks cold. The easy song that I never forget. Well, let's go visit our Zora friends as an adult. And Zora's Domain is frozen over. I love how there's that little particle snowy effect that sort of almost like gives you advance warning. It's like, oh, something's a little bit different here. Yeah, it's frozen over, and there's nothing we can do about it. Not right now, anyway. All we can really do is go find the king and see if he's been frozen as well. Also, I didn't mention it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you can see the ice over the shop is a little bit different. Perhaps there'll be something we can do with that later. Still that beautiful song. This might be my favorite song in the game. Uh-oh. King Zora has been frozen with that strange red ice. Well, let's see if Jabu Jabu is still around. Yes, Navi? An Arctic wind is blowing from Zora's river. Do you feel it? I gotta remember that at some point, there had to be some way to actually direct you to do things. And not everybody just knows where to go. Jabu Jabu is not here anymore. I don't know where he went. They never tell you where he went. I think it's just implied that either the habitat has become inhospitable, or Ganondorf's dark power drove him away. I absolutely hate this part of the game. These platforms are terrible. Come on, let's get this first try. Okay. Basically just come in here, use the platforms, and just see where they take you. Here's the ice cavern. Oh gosh. Already the Master Quest is throwing some new tricks at us. Oh, you know what? We're gonna need some empty bottles for this. I am gonna let go of my bugs, because they're easy enough to find. And I'm going to get rid of my green potion, because, well, with the double magic, we don't really need it anymore. But I'm not gonna do that until I absolutely have to. The Ice Caverns is one of my, well, I say one of my favorite mini dungeons. There's only two of them, unless you want to count the Deku Tree. But I like the Ice Cavern a lot. Freezered. Watch out for its freezing breath. Destroy it completely before it revives. Yeah, there's part of the ice cavern that I don't like, but for the most part, I love it in here. I love snow and ice. You already know this about me. I see it. And I like the music in here. I find it very calming. Okay. I think there are Skulltulas in here, if I remember correctly. We'll find them. But yeah, obviously the theme of the ice cavern is, well, ice. I think we're just gonna brute... Oh! Don't even have to brute force it. Alright, what do we got in here? I see you. I'd watch out for these guys because they can freeze you. I didn't think he could do that when he was already half broken. I would have been more careful if I knew about that. Alright, there's red ice there, which means we do still need to use... Oh gosh. You were supposed to be dead. What is happening? Did he respawn, or was that another one that just came at me from the other side of the room? A lot happening in here. I was about to say something, and I kind of lost my train of thought there because of that freezer. I'm watching very carefully now to see if there's any more. No, I guess that was it. There should be a map and a compass down here, and there will be an item at the end. I hesitate to call it a dungeon item because it's, you know, it's not really a dungeon, but I mean, I guess we called the, I guess I'll call it the Lens of Truth the dungeon. Jesus. Am I going back the way I came? I'm going back the way I came, aren't I? No, I'm not. Never mind. Yes, I am. This is absolutely the way I came. I remember those Tektites. That's confusing. I really wish those pillars of ice didn't respawn. Does this mean all the enemies are gonna respawn? No, thank goodness. Wow, that really is confusing. Is that just a limitation of the platform? Okay, so where am I going now? Here we go. I was gonna say, I swear, this little alcove just opened up. Ah, there it is. Blue fire. I think Wolfos might actually be my least favorite enemies in this game. I really, truly just hate waiting enemies. And if I hate Wolfos, I suppose I hate White Wolfos even more, just because they have double the health. Wolfos impose. Alright, what are you gonna do? Aha. Well, it is time to meet the big mechanic in this dungeon, or mini-dungeon. This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something? Blue fire. You can buy blue fire in the shops. But there's no need. It's like, I think 200, maybe even 300 rupees. And you can get it for free right here, and this is the only place that you'll need it. That's not true. But this is the only place you'll need to pick it up. The more bottles you have, the more you can carry, obviously. Basically, as a general rule, just try to have as much on you as you possibly can at any given time. This is a big chunk. I wonder if it's going to get melted by one. Yeah, okay. This is probably going to be the map, if I had to guess. Unless they're being weird and giving us the compass first, but I doubt that. Yep, map. And I'm going to refill on blue fire while I'm here, because what you really don't want is to be in here solving a puzzle and then you run out. Okay, so I think we go back because there was an area that was blocked off by red ice. Red ice is the only type of ice that's melted by blue fire. So you can't use it to melt, like, you know, the crystal-y, puzzly ice. You can't do that. As tempted as I am to go back to get more blue fire, I think I'm going to continue, because there's going to be more points in the dungeon where they give you more. At least in the original they were. Wouldn't totally put it past them in this version to, not give you any more. to get around the back. It can be a little hard to tell what the back and the front of these guys is, because they're so see-through in this version. In future games, they made that a little bit more clear. Yeah, there's more blue fire right up there. They weren't, well, I was gonna say in the original, they really weren't too cruel. I'm gonna see if I can blow that guy up with bombs. Ah, buttons. I wonder if you can reach me from here. Kind of panicked a little bit. Did that? Okay, perfect. Let's do it again. That missed. That also missed. Come on. Very good. I guess it still takes 3 hits, even with a bomb. Did that do it? Yes, it did. Alright, so this right here, this is not red ice. We cannot melt that with blue fire. So there must be another way to get that. But yeah, I knew they'd give us blue fire. In the original, they were very generous about making sure that you had enough. There were certainly times where if you weren't paying close enough attention, or just being reckless, you could run out. But they're usually pretty good about it. I'm gonna see if I can get this guy with choose. I don't have choose. Never mind. We're just gonna go for it. I also did see that platform with the Skulltula. It looked too small for me to stand on. Compass. Alright. It wouldn't be the first time something looked impossible and wasn't. Oh, I already see it. That's gonna be a time block. Look at me learning. Yeah, that was a mechanic that wasn't used very often in the original, which is why I hadn't had that excuse me. I hadn't had that association of like, oh, green Navi means time block. But now that I've made the connection, it is another tool in the toolbox. That's part of the fun of going through dungeons like this, especially when it's blind, is just... That didn't do anything. I was gonna say picking up tools in the toolbox, but that didn't appear to work. Oh my gosh, alright. Whatever. That's something that really ticks me off about games, is like... doing the right thing and it doesn't work. Because then you can think that you're not doing the right thing. And sometimes it's not the game's fault, sometimes it's a limitation of the system. And sometimes they just programmed it to be way too finicky. And I honestly couldn't tell you which one it is in this case. Oh, man! Well, that should work at any rate. That really is an annoying sound. I get that they had to give some sort of audio cue, so you knew to look for a Skulltula, but that is that little scratching sound, so annoying. That ought to do it. Oh, I feel like we're making good progress through this place. I love a dungeon. I guess you could say an easy dungeon. I love an easy dungeon, or at least one that doesn't make you think too hard all the time. I don't mind a challenging dungeon, but I kind of like things to be easy at least sometimes. I like dungeons, or even just games in general, where I don't have to think too hard and I can just sort of go and do and make progress and feel like I'm just accomplishing something. I feel like that's necessary in between harder things, at least for me. I know there's a lot of people who like things to be difficult all the time. I don't. What the? Standing on a stalagmite. That was kind of fun. Well, I say that, but when I'm playing something like a rhythm game, I do want things to be hard all the time. Let's see, where else are we going in here? Oh, I see it. You can't fool me anymore. See, even the tricks, I feel like they're going a little... Oh, I thought I saw... I could swear I saw a... Oh yeah, there it is. Even the tricks, they feel like they're not hiding as much as they have in some of the other dungeons. Or maybe I'm just more attuned to it now. Okay. Maybe that's not even a switch. Maybe I blow it up. Maybe it's just a little chunk of ice, and this game has me paranoid. There we go. See? I told you. They just can't get me anymore. Well, it is the end of the episode, so thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode where we presumably finish the Ice Cavern and move on to the next temple. I'll pick up the heart piece. Bye-bye!